reading decimal scales to 2 decimal places. In a previous video, we had looked at reading decimal scales to just 1 decimal place. And here's a quick reminder. What number is this arrow pointing to? Well, we know that it's going to be somewhere between 1 centimetre and 2 centimetres. That means that we can say it starts 1 point something. Now, because we know that there are 10 marks to get from 1 to 2, we know that each one of those marks is going to contribute a tenth, or 0.1 of a centimetre. We count 1, 2, 3, 4 until we get to our arrow, and so we can say that arrow is pointing to 1.4 centimetres. Let's look at the scale we've got down here now. Now this works in exactly the same way. Our arrow here is pointing somewhere between 0.1 and 0.2. Now, because we're going to look for a little bit more accuracy this time, if you imagine 0.1, well, that's actually just the same as 0.10, 0.10, and 0.2 would be just the same as that, 0.20, 0.20. Okay, from 0.10 to 0.20, there are 10 marks. You need to make 10 moves to get from one to the other. So that would be 0.11, 12, 13, and so on. Each mark is adding not a tenth, but 100th. So that's why we have to go into our second decimal place to give us that extra accuracy. Okay, why don't you pause the video at this stage, see if you can work out what number our arrow's pointing to. Okay, so we know that our number is somewhere between 0.1 and 0.2. So we know it's going to start 0.1. All you have to do is count up the marks, so that one would be 0.11, 0.12, 0.13, 0.14. So our arrow is pointing to 0.14. And just to finish off, I'm going to show you what each individual mark on this scale represents.